Anna Maria, born in 1980, graduated from University of Finance in Hungary in 2006. Anna Maria has been in touch with her Vietnamese friends since she was young by their honesty and harmonious understanding of art. In addition, her parents often told stories about Asian culture and stories about Vietnam. Therefore, Anna Maria has dedicated a special love for Vietnam.
2006 I visited Vietnam as an exhibitor, and after that in 2010 I participated in an exhibition, Vietnam, Hungary fine art exhibition in Hanoi and in Ho Chi Minh City. And then I decided that I would like to spend more time here and painting here and get to know closer this country.
Greetings from Sang Vietnam on VTC10 NetViet. The guest speaker in our program today is a Hungarian artist who has a special connection with Vietnam since she was little. That is Anna Maria. Thank you, Anna, for joining us. So this time, what brought you to Vietnam here?
And this time I spent half year here. I had a studio, so I could painting here, and it's a really good feeling for me. And I could know better the Vietnamese culture. I started to learn Vietnamese. Now I'm a beginner, so and it's interesting because different colors, different things, different way of thinking. But there are many interesting things, both people and art and culture.
Coming to Vietnam this time, what is the difference between Vietnam now and Vietnam in the past that you heard about it?
Yes, it's much more different because now is when in my father age and in my grandfather age, it was a much more poor country, but now is not. Now is a really high developing country with many young people who wants to do things and really open. So much more different, but there are some beautiful things. What is also exists. For example, my favorite pagoda is Tai Phong, and I visited many times, and I like this colorful word, that there are many colors, and the people who are always sitting together, so it's not a closed word. They are playing together, sitting together, doing things together on the streets, and everything is happening on the streets. Everything is happening together with the community. So this behave what I really like it.
I'm wondering, how has Hanoi inspired you in your art?
The most inspiration is the lights, because it's much more different than in Europe, because of the weather, because of the sun, because of the wet. So and the different things.
Anna Maria has dedicated her love to Vietnam since she was a child. Vietnam in her imagination was a place of unbelievable attraction and many interesting things. Living in a small apartment opposite the West Lake, Anna can observe the transformation of this place every day. All the light in the West Lake is attractive to her. They have become a source of inspiration for works in this exhibition called West Lake.
Lần đầu tiên tôi trưng bày là vì tôi thích tranh của chị. Tranh của chị rất nữ tính. Tôi thích cái cách quan sát chuyển động của ánh sáng, rồi quan sát và thể hiện cái sự quan sát của chị trên tranh rất là tinh tế và rất là nữ tính. Thế nên tôi rất thích bày tranh của chị, và tôi đề nghị chị nếu có thể thì bày ở phòng tranh của tôi để tôi giới thiệu cho khách người Việt Nam là biết được các họa sĩ người nước ngoài họ làm việc như nào, qua đó có thể học hỏi được lẫn nhau.
The exhibition is called West Lake because most paintings were drawn in 2017 along the West Lake, Hanoi. The paintings in the exhibition blend the culture of the East and the West, both in terms of technical and the topic selection. Anna wishes to connect two cultures, bringing the exchange of art in each country.
Tôi thích cái bức tranh về Hồ Tây này tại vì màu sắc phối rất là tươi sáng, thì thấy có cảnh hồ với lại cảnh nuôi quay trong rất là hình ảnh rất là Việt Nam. Mình nghĩ là chị họa sĩ nước ngoài này cũng có một tình cảm đặc biệt với Việt Nam, thì nếu mà một người có thể hiểu Việt Nam và yêu Việt Nam nhiều đến mức như vậy mới có thể thể hiện những cái nét độc đáo của bức tranh Hồ Tây qua cái cách mà chỉ thể hiện những cái nét rất là riêng biệt của Hồ Tây và những cái màu sắc phối rất là đẹp và rất là thuần Việt Nam.
Coming to Dong Phong Art Gallery on Lý Đạo Thành Street in Hanoi these days, visitors have the opportunity to admire the West Lake in a completely different beauty through the trees and the eyes of the female artist from Hungary. Anna Maria shares that she wants to put her works in a space that is wide enough for people to enjoy like a photo book, flipping from one corner to another. Most of the paintings in your exhibition are the colorful paintings and some are the black and white paintings. So can you share more with us about the message that you want to convey through this difference?
It's I also use ink, and as a Chinese ink, it's a different technique than oil painting. If you use that technique, you can express different things with the water, and sometimes it's working better if it's black and white. I also use color inks, but the black and white is a traditional way of ink technique, and especially in East Asia, in Vietnam also, the calligraphers use that. So this picture is from the flower series, and I made more than 140. So it's about the title of Rose Garden. Rose as a symbol of something mysterious thing, as the flowers usually, and the life circle. I try to represent that with this series.
It is obvious that the paintings in your exhibition are about the landscape of Hanoi and not about the human being. So why are you so much interested in the landscape?
I think it's the portrait or show people it's another big subject in the art history. So if somebody starts to use this, really have to know why and how I show the people. If it's not just a portrait, if you want to tell something with the personality of that or something. Here I show the atmosphere, and you can see the buildings and things what people put to the nature. So it's a nature and the human together, and how works together, or how different, sometimes a little bit surrealistic picture. So I loved the atmosphere also. That's why. But I like to paint also people faces. I'm not decided yet how.
What paintings do you like the most in your exhibition? Can you share with us about them?
Now I liked that painting, that too. This one is about, the title of the picture is House, because I see everywhere in Vietnam, I think, a typical thing that plastic foley, when building the things, they use it. And I wanted to paint that. It's one reason. Another, I was painting, I have a big tree series with really big 3-meter long trees, and I wanted to paint a Vietnamese tree, which is typical near Ho Tai, and with the house, with the people, and you can see that really big buildings, like 70, 60 floor, and this building is really like the capacity of a human, of one human, a small one. So I wanted to show these differences between the two worlds, because another thing is what is interesting for me here, a lot of things living together. Like sometimes the city is like a village, and sometimes like all of the big cities with the huge buildings and shops.
What will you be doing in the future? Will you keep telling story about Vietnam in your paintings?
Yes, I like to continue this way, and I have much more subject. For example, I like to continue the tree paintings. I have some sketches about that, and I also make an exhibition in Budapest from the Vietnamese pictures. So what you can see here is just a half of the paintings. The other part of that will be shown in Budapest.
Thank you, Anna, for joining us, and we hope in the future you can stay in Vietnam as long as possible and telling a lot of stories about this city, Hanoi.
Thank you.